In this presentation, I will be exploring two very different programs that may be used as my group's culminating project. This would be an organizational program that would help businesses, individuals, and school systems to organize people, teams, times, and fields. For example, there would be a simple and easy-to-use interface where the user could choose between having or not having different features. For example, field numbers, depending on exactly what they're trying to organize. This way, the program would be capable of organizing anything from Battle of the Books to sports tournaments to staff management schedules. It would nicely output the organized event in either Word or PDF formats to make it accessible and simple. I learned about this project by talking to my parents, who are both teachers at Monk. They said that their school needed help organizing a Battle of the Books schedule, and that got me thinking of the several times that I've helped my mom with similar tasks. I decided on a desktop program that would help teachers and organizers alike, having much more than just one function. So I spoke to my mother at the school, and she wanted Battle of the Books, and I also spoke to another teacher, Rob Frazier, who wanted help with sports organization. I know firsthand of the need for this project as I have grown up around teachers that have stressed over organizing, spending hours needlessly doing the legwork when a program could do it for them in a second. This would alleviate unnecessary work and perhaps more importantly, headache and stress. The project will be versatile enough to help individuals, which may be a part of, but is not limited to, school systems, to organize kids, teams, fields, and playing times. This would be most useful as a desktop program since it makes the sharing and distribution of not only the program but also the outputs much easier. I imagine this would be best written in Python, and as for the IDE, I don't think it's very important, but I don't see why any wouldn't work perfectly fine. I was thinking it could be visualized with a GUI using modules such as PyTQ or KTinker or WXPython, and could then be made into an exe program that could run on all computers, perhaps by using a module such as cxfreeze, which turns Python programs into .exe programs. That way it would be versatile, have a simple interface, and could be easily distributed among teachers and schools through means of email, USB, or online download. Just as a quick aside, I want to mention that I did speak to the Glen Orchard General Store about creating a program for them. However, not only did they not have any ideas for programs, they were against the idea. They said they are already using programs and systems that are working for them and did not want me to disrupt what was working. So therefore I came up with my own idea for a possible program. So this would be a program for estimating departure time, and it would be targeted mainly at commuters. So it would help anyone with a long drive and a deadline, basically, by telling them the best departure time. It would account for things such as distance, route and max speeds, weather, traffic, and possibly some other things, such as snowplow or accident probability. The user would put in their current location and destination as well as a threshold. So this threshold would be how important it is for them to arrive on time and how probable they would be early, on time, or late. So for example, putting in a 0 would give a departure time that was impossible to reach, like impossible to arrive in time, while giving 100 would almost guarantee it, even if you had run into snow plows and accidents and bad weather. That way, the user could put in the threshold that is best for them, and this would alleviate any inaccuracy in the program. I thought of this program myself because of my long trips to soccer, so it's about an hour and 45 minutes away, and I often have to find myself accounting for the weather and the traffic, but I was thinking that this program would take care of that. So I spoke to a few different people to sort of verify the program's usefulness, and I talked to my grandpa, Fred McKean, and he said that he would definitely use it to get to his late night hockey practice. I talked to Miguel Pereira, who is a family friend, and he said he would use it to commute to his construction job. And then I talked to Ellen Boyd, who's my mother's coworker, and she said she might use it to arrive on time for appointments and meetings. So this program would be helping anyone with an hour drive or longer, where the factors during travel began to play a bigger part when you departed. And this could be used commonly, such as work or for a sports practice, or more sparingly, such as with a doctor or dental appointment. I think this would be most useful as a mobile application because it needs to be accessible anywhere. It would be less useful as a desktop program because you would only be able to use it one way, basically. I imagine this would be written in Java using Android Studio software in order to be compatible with the Android phones. I believe that my best assets are creativity and effort. Effort is explained in and of itself, where in order for any product to be good, there must be the care and work behind it that ensures that quality. The other asset I believe I have is creativity and problem solving. In situations like these, where there will be many unknowns and things necessary to learn for a project to succeed, it is useful to have the independence and problem solving to push through the issues that are bound to pop up. Thank you for listening to my presentation.